This presentation will cover the proposed instructional calendar options for the 24-25 and 25-26 school years and the staff development minutes waiver. Before we review the calendar options, I'd like to remind you of the calendar elements for the 23-24 school year. As you're aware, we worked collaboratively with the San Antonio Alliance of Teachers and Support Personnel to develop an instructional calendar that meets the needs of all stakeholders. An area of emphasis in the design of this calendar included more opportunities for professional development and teacher planning time embedded throughout the school year. The adopted 2023-24 calendar was received very positively based on initial feedback from advisory councils, principals, and the Alliance. Overall, staff appreciated the 50-50 and conference days and the placement of them as a way to support workload and the mental health of teachers. Staff also shared favorable comments of the initial 3 professional development and 3 planning days at the start of the school year. Based on the overwhelmingly positive feedback of this year's calendar, and in collaboration with our advisory councils, we opted to design 2 different calendar options that follow as closely as possible the elements of this year's calendar. In addition, we designed both options for the next 2 years. As with this year's calendar, our new options all share the following. They all have 173 instructional days, 187 teacher contract days, 3 days of professional development, and 3 days of teacher planning on the first week back for the school year, 5.5 professional development days, 7 days of teacher planning, and 2 days allocated for parent-teacher conferences, 1 in the fall and 1 in the spring. For calendar option A, the October 50-50 day is placed on a Friday before the Monday holiday. Option A also includes a change to the last day of school before the winter break. For calendar option A, the last day of school before the winter holiday is on a Thursday as opposed to a Friday, making the last day of school at the end of the school year a Friday for teachers instead of a Thursday. Notice that we have included option A designs for the next 2 years. Calendar option B differs in that the October 50-50 day is placed on the Tuesday after the Monday holiday. Option B's final day before the winter break lands on a Friday, like this year's calendar. This year, we included 2 options for the header design for the calendar. The designs feature either the San Antonio skyline, similar to the current instructional calendar, or Mexican folk art. All calendar options were designed and published in English and Spanish and sent out through a Qualtrics survey open from January 5th through January 15th. As has been done in the past, we will be requesting approval for a staff development minutes waiver. The TEA Staff Development Minutes Waiver allows school districts to provide professional development on various educational strategies designed to improve student performance in lieu of student instruction during the school year. The waiver provides for a maximum of 2,100 waiver minutes to use for professional development, which add to the total cumulative minutes on the instructional calendar. The calculation would then be 173 days times 435 minutes plus 2,100 minutes, or 77,355 minutes, providing for the required 75,600 minutes and approximately 3 buffer days for inclement weather.